guys, this is a new What If series I'm going to do. I'm being quiet as there's a baby sleeping on next room, so sorry if this one's a bit quiet. So this What If is going to be with Naruto had perfect genetics. He's like a super prodigy, like he could beat Itachi easily as a kid. And Itachi, I mean like full Itachi without any weaknesses. Yeah, so that's how OP Naruto would be. So we're going to start the series like we always start them. And Naruto's going to be... And it's going to be the Leaf Village, getting attacked and Naruto being born. When Naruto was born, they had a weird issue. As he was born, but he was leaking out chakra and they thought he was going to die of chakra exhaustion. But due to his perfect genetics, he's always pumping out chakra, so he has basically infinite chakra. So when they saw the Nine Tails, well, not only did he get full Nine Tails, but they put another seal which stopped Naruto's chakra from leaking out of his body, which makes it even more efficient as all ninjas' chakra leaks out of their bodies. And it's like only something like super strong shinobi learn to control, but Naruto doesn't even need to try to do that, so his chakra control is going to be perfect. And also he didn't have the issue with the chakra control either. As he's just like super strong, he has all 5 chakra natures. He has wood style. He has like I can't remember the jutsu, the one that the short-eyed man used. Like he can use yin and yang, so he can like make stuff move around. He's just super OP. He can use all jutsu just looking at it once. He's extremely strong, fast and all that. Anyway. Also, since he has perfect genetics, I'm going to say the Sage of 6 Fast saw this and decided, okay, he's going to be the kid who can defeat my mother on his own. So he decides to give Naruto the Sharingan as well. But he also looks at Sasuke and decides both brothers need to be on equal footing, so he gives Sasuke a boost as well. As remember, they're reincarnates, so brothers. One sec, I'm just getting some coffee, so I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, I'm back. So Sasuke gets a big boost as well, so he's put on par with Itachi. How Itachi was as a kid. So, also, I have sort of a script for the first time, but I sort of lost myself and all writing it, so it's still going to be like my imagination gone wild. So I'm having him get his Sharingan like this. So he's going to be abused by our villagers continuously. And then all of a sudden, a villager stops to decide to throw punches and goes to chuck a kunai at Naruto. Naruto loses it, and with Kurama pushing him on, he lost control and activated his Sharingan. And since the boost list, he already at through to Mori, and he runs at the man, and he's caught the kunai and he stabs him with it. So Naruto's already got a first kill, and this caused this Magenko Sharingan to awaken. At this point he was like 5, and a 5-year-old killing someone, their boy can't handle it, so that gave enough of the dramatic emotion that's needed to awaken the Magenko Sharingan. And then after seeing this, he gets took to the Hokage office. And then the Hokage learns that the ninja attacked him first and is about to say that Naruto isn't going to get punished. So all the villagers say he's a demon. That's when the head of the Uchiha busts in and says that Naruto's part Uchiha as he awakened the Sharingan. And the Hokage disagrees with this, but saying since he has a Sharingan, he'll so the leader is Sasuke's dad in that. And he would like him to train him. But he gives him a warning: if he takes advantage of him as the Jinchuriki, the Uchiha will be massacred. And he takes this into consideration, which means the Uchiha aren't going to get wiped out. Yet. Maybe they will, I don't know what I'm going to do with this series yet. So Naruto's training with his Sharingan at a young age, and his father's awakened his Magenki as well, so they both practice with that. Not his father, I mean Sasuke's father. He's awakened his Magenki as well. So it's really dark, so it's hard to read the script. So I'm going to say Naruto's Mangenkyo abilities is you can slow down the person in front of him, or you can speed them up to drain their stamina extremely quickly. He can use Kamui, he can use Amaterasu, he can use Shishui's ability without it draining him, so he can use it a certain amount of times and he has to wait for it to recharge. And this is all because of his perfect genetics and the boost that Hagoromo gave him. He can use all the Mangenkyo Sharingan abilities so far, and he can slow down time and all that. Like always, you guys get to choose his Susanoo and all that. And then he starts training chakra, and that's when it's discovered he has all that chakra nature. It's a huge shock to everybody. And he starts training, so they find out about his huge chakras having his perfect control over it. And they also find out about wood style and the particle style, whatever. The thing that the leader of one of that important guy in the Zan village can use, the old man, like I said. Particle style, I think it was. They found that you can use that, so that old man comes over and trains him as well. So now they can use all the particle style things jutsu quite easily. And he's learned all fire style techniques, all lightning style, all water and all fire. But there's not really anyone who thinks he needs to learn earth at the moment. So the only things they teach him is the mud wall and all that. That's when they go on to summoning. And for the first time amateur use of summoning, in my other watch, if I really enjoyed the Phoenix. So I'm going to keep the Phoenix in it. But it's going to be a bit of a different change, which I'll explain in the next episode. And Naruto doesn't summon him in the normal way, he comes to him in a dream. As the Phoenix can sense how strong he is and wants to serve him. But Naruto doesn't know about this, he just thinks it was a dream. But this boosted Naruto's physical abilities quite a bit when they made the contract. So Naruto doesn't even realise this until he gets into a fight, training, not a proper fight. This becomes extra interesting when he starts training with Itachi. This causes both their abilities to skyrocket. And when Sasuke is born, and they found out about his immense chakra as well, and not as much as Naruto's, nowhere near, but a lot more than he has in the original. And he was born with his Sharingan activated because Hagoromo decided it's necessary. Yeah, I'm gonna blame a lot of stuff on Hagoromo in this what if. So they're all really proud and want Naruto and him to be best friends. So Itachi's a lot stronger. Naruto's mastered Sharingan style and the Ketsu thingy, the sword techniques. And he has a blade, and he has a small blade, sword. Not a small blade actually. I'm gonna use my favourite sword. He's gonna have a katana as a weapon, but he can encase it in chakra, or any chakra nature he wants. So the things you can do in the Roblox games, encase your sword and fire and launch jutsus with it and all that. You can do all of that. Next off, Naruto meets Shisui, and he finds out that Shisui has a weakness in Mangenkyo as well. Wait a minute. Oh, sorry, the script doesn't work. I'm thinking I'm right ahead. One sec, give me a second. Okay, I worked that out of the script. I'm going to wait for Shisui to awaken his own Mangenkyo, as they're both too young at the moment. But the same way Itachi became super overpowered while training with Shisui, the same happens to Naruto. And this is all before Jiraiya even comes, and he's going to come a lot earlier. So Naruto's better at Sharingan than anyone in Shuriken, than anyone in the village. He's mastered his Mangenkyo, except for Susanoo isn't awakened that yet. And his other abilities took all the time evolving. And then during a bout with Shisui and Itachi at the same time, Naruto realises his physical abilities with the Phoenix when he chucks Itachi through the forest, halfway across the forest. And using his speed, he catches him at the same time. And this shocks everyone when they hear about it. They all just think that's it, they need to call on Jiraiya. When Jiraiya comes in and sees he's training such a little kid, he yells at the third Hokage. Until the third Hokage says fine and test him. And then he does the test, and just by seeing Naruto's mastery of the elements and wood style and all that. Yeah, I forgot to mention he's mastered wood style as well. Except for wood style sage mode and the 1000 hand things. But all the jutsus Hashirama could use except for that Naruto can. And he can't do the full wood thingy that Hashirama does, where he fights against Madara and Susanoo and then just on form. He can make a miniature version of that though. And when he has the boost of the Phoenix, he beats Jiraiya when he blitzes it. Yeah. And it's been 10 minutes already, wow. So yeah, this is where they will decide that Naruto should become a ninja and he should leave the village with Jiraiya for a bit to train. They all plan to do that until Sasuke says he wants to go with Jiraiya. And for the first time, Sasuke's dad, actually is proud of Sasuke. Like, he shows it more as he's like Itachi but better than Itachi was. But he's still proud of Itachi and all that. So there's not really a lot of hatred between them. Well, there's only one-sided hatred in the actual show, but you get what I mean. So he actually allows Sasuke to go train with Jiraiya. And Hagoromo giving Sasuke a boost. Sasuke now has Fire Style, Water Style, Lightning Style, and Earth Style. But he doesn't have Wind, and Naruto does. That's the one thing I want to keep the same. So Sasuke's 4 Chakra natures only. I say only, but that's still a lot. And they all train, and Sasuke gets a hand in a few jutsu, but not as many as Naruto. And then one day they're training, and Naruto decides, okay, that it's time to go to the next level. And he jumps at Sasuke, wanted to test out his own Taijutsu style. That's when he freezes, and there's a voice screaming in his head saying, "Let me out. Let me out," as Kurama still has hatred for humans. This is when Naruto appears in his own mind, and tries impressed by this. And he goes to help Naruto until he sees that Naruto's winning. As like when he was trying to tame the Nine Tails at first, he had half the Four Tails on, half of the normal One Tails cloak. When the full One Tails cloak came on, it was, instead of being red, it was blue. As Naruto managed to overpower Kurama with his own chakra. Kurama, seeing this, decided, "Wow, you really are just like the old man. Okay, hey kid, my name's Kurama and I'll help you out when you need it. But not now. But just break the seal off and I'll teach you, and if you really don't trust me, I'll teach you how to seal it up again right now." And he touches Naruto's head with his claw and gives Naruto, he forces the ability into Naruto's mind, so Naruto knows how to use his seal. And he unseals Kurama, allowing his chakra to run through him. But Naruto still looked down on in the village as he's seen as a murderer. And when they return from their training, which wasn't as long as you think it'd be, it was only for 2 months, a man tries to kill him yet again. And Naruto being a lot more cold-blooded, he doesn't hold back this time, and not even trying to stop the man, he gouges his eyes out and breaks his neck. This is when the Anbu appear, and Naruto looks at them with a death stare, saying, "Take another step and you're all dead," and he carries on walking. But then the Anbu drop. They're all under Genjutsu, Tsukiyomi, which is another one of Naruto's Genku Sharingan abilities. So at the academy, their 4th week there, the people are avoiding Naruto except for this one girl. And again, I'm choosing this ship because you guys keep on choosing Hinata, and even I'm getting sick of it, even though that's the best ship in my opinion. Actually, I also like Ino a lot, but we're getting off track. So there's actually a girl who was rescued from a snake man, known as a legendary Sannin, and she sensed chakra. And she looks at Naruto and wonders why everyone calls him a demon. His chakra's so warm and such a light blue. And she actually has a crush on him for this. And she's the only one who talks to him, as her sensuality hasn't got enough to sense Kurama. But one day when it does and she senses it, she doesn't fear Naruto, she accepts him. And this is what makes Naruto fall for Karan as well. And then when they both find out that Uzumaki, this makes them even closer. And then the third Hokage being happy for Naruto that someone's finally accepted him, but it isn't all love that, because I'm not being one of them weirdos on YouTube who makes it all like that. Remember, they're still kids. I'm not forgetting that. Anyway, so they're friends now. And then we're gonna time skip a lot till they're still on the scroll. And since Naruto isn't a failure, he has perfect genes, he catches a kid without even trying. And the kid who Mitsuki he's dirty bastard. I mean, you dirty people. He didn't do it like that. He tricked him into it. The kid tries attacking Naruto, to which Naruto just hits him into a tree. Naruto realizes, wait a minute, this is a guy who was tricked, I'm guessing. Heals him and asks him what happened, and when he finds that out, he's angered and he takes a scroll saying he won't be punished. He'll talk it over with the third Hokage. And then the kid returns home. Actually, he goes to the Hokage's office to tell what Mitsuki done. Then all of a sudden, Mitsuki pops out. And yet again, Naruto, being cold-blooded, just grabs Mitsuki by the throat and starts choking him. That's when Iruka arrives and tells Naruto to cut it out. Naruto looks at him, and Iruka looks at Naruto differently this time, and as Naruto actually has killed someone, so Iruka knows that Naruto's unlike the other kids. Then Iruka charges at Naruto not knowing what Mitsuki has done yet. And that's what Naruto, without even trying, activates his chakra trains, which I should have mentioned he just have it since his genes are perfect. And it wraps around Iruka, and that's when the amber appear, explaining what's happened, and Iruka apologizes to Naruto. And then gives him his ninja headband, because no one actually knows Naruto graduated early until Naruto says that. And Iruka's like, oh, well, he's still at the academy. And Naruto says, well, I still wanted to have friends, you know. Okay, what's the next part of the script? Next is the squads. We'll see what asking about the scroll. Naruto does peek in it, as he says he'll take it back to the Hokage. And since he has the Mangenko Sharingan, he memorizes most of it. He gets to Flying Raijin and all that down, in all the what ifs. Shadow clones like usual. And then he sees other jutsus that he hasn't been taught yet, like the water shockwave jutsu, and how to compress the air into a way to use water style, and even this weird technique with the Rasengan, which Jiraiya showed him but never taught him the steps for, and he memorizes all of this and then returns to the scroll. Okay. Next day they get their team, and Team 7 actually is a 4-man squad. And it's gonna be Sakura, Karin, Sasuke, and Naruto. After hearing their squad, Sakura's sad but happy as she got with Sasuke, but then she got with that monster Naruto, and Sakura calls Naruto a monster openly. But for the first time she regretted it. That's when she said openly to Naruto's face around Karin. He slapped her out of a window, and Sasuke, seeing this and knows that she's in the wrong still, decided that she has to catch her. And then he catched her before she fell out the window, fully, and pulls back in, and Sakura's unconscious now. Then Kakashi walks in and sees this, decides, this class is troublesome. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it here. Next time will be the test, and I'm going to go into detail with that, as it's going to be quite interesting with Karin on the team. And then, yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. If you did enjoy, the next like goal for this is 50 likes. And yeah, so if you did enjoy, like and subscribe, nearly at 700 subs. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and peace out. Like and subscribe, with 30 likes, remember, not 30, I mean 50, peace out. Oh, didn't click it, okay, bye.